calls that have to be answered right away. So the other calls get put on a queue and may not get handled for some time to come, and they're important to everyone who is a victim of any kind of a crime. And so when we go to tactical alert, we don't do it lightly, but in this case we did it very quickly because we needed additional resources right away to be able to help quell the violence. And that situation, as you can see tonight, has only gotten worse.
Chief, given what you said about not being informed so you could pre-stage for the incident that started this thing, and you said, I believe, that you spoke with the ICE director as well as other city officials today, is there any effort being made for ICE to share information about what their next move is?
Yeah, that's something that we did talk about, and there's no resolution to that. And the problem is that we are guided and bound by the California Values Act, which means that we can't participate in any way in civil immigration enforcement. So the federal partners have been reticent to provide information to us before something happens because of that reason. Part of that is they want to be respectful of the rules that we have to live by. But it also, on a normal situation, not that big a deal. But in a situation like we saw here in the past couple of days, it turns out to be a very big deal. So we're going to continue to work with the partners that I mentioned and many others as we go forward to try and be able to make things as safe for everybody as we can.
All right, Spectrum.
Chief, how many arrests so far?
You have that?
Yes, Captain Raul Javel, Operations Central Bureau, Incident Commander. At least, this is very fluid and preliminary, at least 10 people arrested so far. There's arrests being made as we speak. About 3 officers injured. Fortunately, very fortunate on very minor injuries, or I wouldn't say not minor, but they're not significant enough to be transported to a local hospital. They were treated at the scene. But we're making more arrests as we speak, and we're trying to get into that posture where we're able to make arrests. Right now, really, our officers are really under attack. If you can see, when the chief was talking about, we're trying to, first of all, ensure that our officers are safe and the public is safe, and then we'll move into, if we can arrest, we'll arrest, and then obviously protect the property and our vehicles and other things like that. But as of now, 10 arrests.
And if I could just jump on, and then 29 last night as well. And so as we move forward, we will step up our arrest posture in order to hold people accountable and do what we can to stop this violence.
We're going to go 2 more questions.
Really quick, yeah, she asked the question I have real quickly. How long can we expect for this situation to happen?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
How long do you think this situation is going to continue?
Yeah, for me, again, that would be speculative to say how long that the members of ICE will be in town doing the enforcement actions they're doing. But by calling out the National Guard, oftentimes their deployment periods are in 30-day periods. And so to me, it's going to be an extended period of time. I don't know how long that'll be. We're gearing up for that to be able to participate in a meaningful way as we move forward without exhausting our people beyond what they already are. We're a department that went through 5 months plus of the fires and dealing with the fallout from the fires, and as you can imagine, with a very limited sized department to begin with, that's a big stress on our deployment, but more so on our people and their families. So as we move forward, we'll do everything we can to focus on employee wellness and to be able to offer whatever services we can to address the needs of our folks. Sure.
We'll go one more back there because he hasn't asked yet, and so Carmen, go ahead, and then one more, and then we're gonna call it.
So just 2 questions. One, is there a chance of instituting a curfew? And 2, will you be going back and re-looking at any of these incidents that maybe there wasn't an opportunity to make an arrest at a time, but going back and trying to investigate who's responsible and potentially arresting after that?
No, thank you for the question. I spoke with the sheriff today, and we discussed the possibility of implementing a curfew. We don't rush into doing that, but if we need to do that, I'll go back with the sheriff and we'll look at the options as far as that goes. And as far as give me the second part of the question again.
For some of these incidents we watch unfold, a lot of people watch
I got you.
things just unfold in real time.
Yeah.
Thinking, are any of these people going to be held accountable for this,
Yeah.
for the cars on fire and things like that? Is there a chance of going back?
Absolutely. When you look at the numbers of arrests we've made, pale in comparison to what will be made. There are video accounts of what happened everywhere on social media, on individuals' cameras, iPhones. We will go after that very aggressively go after the all available video, analyze that video, and hold whoever we can accountable for the variety of different types of crimes that have been committed. And that's something we'll do with a number of different partners with levels of expertise that may be beyond what we have. No, thank you for that.
Matt Armstead from the LA Times. Can you tell me on what charges people were arrested yesterday and today?
Do you have the specifics? Yeah.
So yesterday, the 29 folks were for failure to disperse. They were all arrested today. So today, so far, this is very preliminary because there's so much stuff going on. The stuff that we know is one person was arrested for throwing a Molotov cocktail at an officer, a significant incident, and then another individual for ramming a motorcycle into one of our line where the officers were and injured one of the officers. Everything else is still very fluid, and I won't have that for a while.
Was anyone arrested on the freeway or related to the freeway?
So CHP has made at least 17 arrests that I'm aware of in the freeway.
All right, thank you, everyone. Commander Hurtado will stick around to do comments in Spanish for anybody who's interested.
Can we get the spellings of the captain?
Sure, everybody could come up and spell your name.
Captain Raul Jovel, R-A-U-L, J-O-V-E-L.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You need anybody else?
I know your name.
Okay. How about our part? You good? Okay. Thank you all. Be safe out there, please, all of you too. You're in an environment that is as well just as dangerous, and we appreciate what you do. Okay.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. You want to stick around? Wherever you want. Gal? You good?
Arrestado y los 29 que arrestamos anoche, y el CHP arrestó a 13 personas hoy en el freeway, por lo que vimos que de los carros que estaban destruyendo, y es todo lo que hemos hecho, y todavía estamos ahorita tratando de buscar más gente que hemos visto que hizo el vandalismo que vimos.
Comandante, ¿podría repetir los números que nos dio?
Sí, anoche fueron 26,
26
ayer, 13 ahora y 17 que el CHP arrestó en el freeway. Sí.
Saber, el Chief McDowell decía acerca del caos que se formó, que es completamente desastroso, algo que obviamente no se había visto desde hace mucho tiempo. ¿Cómo ustedes creen que el hecho de la presencia de la Guardia Nacional haya hecho que la gente se preparara con cosas para venir y atacar, olvidándose del objetivo principal que era representar a su comunidad?
Hemos visto mucha gente y en los eventos pasados que llegan a la ciudad a destruir y hacer vandalismo. Hemos visto los guardias nacional que estaban en el Pacific Palisades y estaban en Altadena por mucho tiempo y gente no fue y hizo el vandalismo que hicieron hoy. Entonces no creo que es por la presencia de ellos y tampoco han estado aquí mucho tiempo. Acaban de llegar ahora y anoche. Entonces no puedo creer que porque tengan la presencia fue que la gente hizo vandalismo. Hemos visto mucha gente que viene a la ciudad a destruir y hacer los vandalismos como hemos visto después de juegos de básquetbol o béisbol que siempre vienen al downtown, a estas áreas y hacen ese tipo de vandalismo, pero no creo que pues por la presencia de la Guardia Nacional.
Comandante, le preguntaban ahorita al jefe
Sí.
McDonald acerca de con el despliegue de cientos de oficiales que he visto, cientos de
Sí.
oficiales de la policía atendiendo las protestas.
Sí.
¿Eso desatiende las necesidades de emergencias del resto de la ciudad en otro tipo de emergencias? El jefe dijo que sí. Si nos explica esto en español y si nos dice si hace falta oficiales de policía.
Sí, seguro. Siempre necesitamos más, especialmente que hemos visto que tanta gente vino al centro de Los Ángeles. Ahora, aquí en el centro de Los Ángeles tuvimos que tener, creo que 361 policías que tuvimos que agarrar de otras partes de la ciudad. Y cuando eso pasa, se llama un Mobile Field Force, y entonces agarramos a los oficiales en otras áreas de la ciudad. Lo que hacemos es no respondemos a llamadas normales, solo de emergencias, y de ahí lo que queda los traemos a las áreas que necesitadas, como está viendo ahora. Entonces sí hay muchas áreas en la ciudad de Los Ángeles que posiblemente los recursos de policía y el tiempo que ellos toman a llegar a su casa va a ser más, porque tenemos 361 oficiales nomás en esta área aquí de downtown. Seguro toda la ciudad sufre, todo el condado sufre cuando pasan estas cosas, no nomás es la área de aquí.
Gracias, comandante.
Sí. Eso. Bueno, muchas gracias.
Thank you. Good night.
Sí.
Thank you. Thank you all.
I'll be right back.